it's Kate from Sleep Time Consulting, and today I wanted to do a slightly different chat for you because I wanted to talk about what it's like to work with a sleep consultant, because sleep consultants have grown in number over the last, since I've been going, 5 years, and they've become very prolific. There's lots of people out there, and often it's a bit like of a, oh, what happens? What sort of mystery? What sort of magic do they portray? So I thought I'd just run you through what it's like to work with a sleep consultant, because that's me and I do it every day. So generally, a sleep consultant will have an ethos, they'll have an opinion, they will have a style of approach. And so when you're evaluating whether you need to work with a sleep consultant, I think it's really important that you consider your own parenting ethos, and that you know that that consultant or that sleep coach will sit well within your kind of world. Because there are some consultants out there that have a standard way of doing things and they know that that works and they're not super happy to vary from it. Or there are other consultants that might have a slightly different approach, or that might want to flex their approach to suit your needs, and that's very much where I sit. So I would say that you want to work out how you want to work with someone and what their ethos is before considering them. And I suppose, just to clarify, what I do is really to say, okay, what's your parenting style? Here are some options. Think about kind of asking those questions. Is there a standard plan that you offer? Is there help that you can adapt? What does it look like for me if I'm going to work with you? So make sure you consider them in terms of their ethos and their training, obviously, as well. And then you need to kind of think about their personality and whether that fits with you, because this is going to be someone that you're working with closely for perhaps a couple of weeks, maybe longer. And you need to make sure that you're okay with that. And that's why following people on social media, doing a bit of stalking or watching any videos that they've done will give you a real sense for, firstly, their ethos, which you've already talked about, but also their kind of style and their personality as well. I briefly mentioned training just now, but I'd like to touch on that a little bit more. I think it's really important that you understand where people have trained. There are courses out there that can be done quite quickly, and there are courses out there that have a long kind of learning period and a long kind of focused mentoring period as well, to make sure that the people that you're working with have the best training ever. There is no official board for sleep consultants in the UK, or I don't think in the world either. There are associations though. So for example, the International Association of Sleep Consultants is the one I'm part of, and they qualify you in. So they understand what level of training you've had and what level of experience you've had. So the training that I did, which was fully comprehensive and had a mentoring and qualification program, is recognised by the two main kind of associations that are run around the world, and is there to support my kind of my experience and the way that I work with people. So ask if they're associated with any organisations as well, if you're worried about kind of who they are and what they kind of know. So once you've got to that, think about also their booking process and actually whether you can talk to them first. So I will always talk to someone if they want to chat about sleep before they go ahead and book something. It's not a prerequisite that you can just go online and book something. So if you ever want to kind of talk to me, you can pop it on the waiting list that you'd like to arrange a call, and we often do that quite quickly, and then we can decide what the best route forward is for you. And then when you've kind of made your decision about your sleep consultant, think about their process, because this is where you'll see a lot of differences. If you look and you do some market research, prices will be really different. And often what you're paying for is experience, which is a bit of a trade-off. I get it. I charged less when I was less experienced, and now I'm more experienced. So I know that the price I charge is representative of the time and the value that I can offer someone. But also think about the what you're getting for your money. So is it that you're buying an online course, which I offer? It costs £45. You can ask questions within the course, but realistically you don't get much of an element of analysis, and there's a little bit of support. For my full package, You get everything from a questionnaire, which you get with lots of the other packages as well. You get an analysis from me. You get an hour and a half consultation so that you can understand and ask any questions about the approach that I'm taking. You also get then a written up plan, and then you get support and hand holding the whole week, whole time through, and that's up to sort of 4 to 6 weeks. And you also get kind of phone calls, and you can send messages through either email or a messaging app as well. And so you want to think about what support level you're going to get afterwards, because the worst thing, and I have had people come to me in the past, is that they've found a sleep consultant, they've worked with them, but they just feel like they haven't got anything from them because there was no support afterwards. So make sure you think about whether you're a good person to sort of do this on your own. Can you take it on board? Can you just run with it? Or do you need someone there sort of cheering you on, making adjustments? All of those things are really, really important to consider. And then think about also the way of signing things off. Do you get any added extras? Because I offer bonus information as part of my goodbye package. I also offer people a couple of weeks to sort of see if things are going okay and to get back in touch. So we leave it kind of slightly open-ended for a while. And then realistically, you want to lastly look at their reviews. It's really important. It's quite hard to get reviews up on websites, get them clients to kind of put them onto Google. So if someone's put them there, then they're probably going to be a great resource in terms of finding out more about the way that that person works and whether it's worked for others. And also ask around, you know, if you're thinking about kind of reviews, look at your local networks, talk to your friends. Don't feel shame that you're asking to work with a sleep consultant. Feel empowered that this is going to change your life and that you're going to get your sleep back on track. So it's all about kind of adding all that together so that you understand more about the sleep consultant that you're going to choose and that they're the right ones for you. Because like I said at the beginning, there are many, many sleep consultants out there, some really fabulous ones, and some of mine some of them I would class as good friends, and they are great at giving advice. There are also some more challenging ones, shall we say, and I think it's worthwhile working out where you sit. And actually that's probably why there are so many around, because it will suit your needs and your sleep desires. So thank you very much for listening, and if you do want to get in touch about working together, then please always send me a message. You can do that via the website or drop into my DMs, and I will always want to talk about sleep. Have a lovely rest of the afternoon. Take care. Bye bye.